What is going on, everybody? My name is Caden Hayward. I'm the CEO and founder of Coach Hayward. In today's training, what I want to go over with you is the number one way to succeed at basically any goal you ever set for yourself. So if you want to lose weight, if you want to keep the weight off, if you want to transform your lifestyle and live a healthier, happier life, then this is the video for you. Now, I wanted to make this training, everybody, because a huge problem I see out there is that majority of people, they're starting to know kind of what to do for weight loss, eating less, caloric deficit, more protein, water, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But for some reason, they still can't seem to lose the weight and keep it off. Why? I believe that one of the biggest constraints for people is consistency. Okay, it is sticking with the actual process. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about consistency and how do we actually stay consistent with our goals. Okay, so I feel that I'm a good candidate to talk about this because number one, I absolutely am. It's obsessed with the mind, how habits are, how they work, how our brains work basically, but also because I've been pretty consistent on my own goals as well for the past years and years and years, and I'm still sticking with them to this day. Okay, so consistency. How do we stay consistent? Well, number one, we're going to go all the way to the end first of all. Okay, the end goal when it comes to consistency is to build a habit, because once you build a habit, you don't care, your emotions or nothing else is going to stop you. It is basically just going to be who you are as a person. Okay, we are creatures of habit. Okay, so that is the end goal ultimately, is to build it into an actual habit. Now, this can take anywhere between, I believe it's like 30 something days all the way to like 300 something days. So it can take, it can be a length of time depending on just how you are as a person and how you change, I guess. Every person is different is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so first of all though, how do we start? Okay, how do we start trying to be consistent? Okay, so let's say you have a goal. Okay, you want to lose weight. Let's say you want to lose 30 pounds and you want to keep it off, whatever it may be. Okay, number one is that you want to set yourself up for success in the best way possible. So either if that's number one, getting coaches, getting help from somebody or somewhere, or sign up for a program, whatever it may be. That's number one, going to help you get more successful towards your goal. Number two, though, is just basically setting up little things in your life that are going to help you reach that goal. So that means timers, reminders, that means getting on a set schedule, that means buying a planner, whatever it may be to help you achieve this goal much better. Writing your goals down. You were like 44% or like 70%, some crazy number, more likely to achieve your goals when you write them down. So it's like, write your goals down, because that's going to help you achieve that goal much more faster and more likely. Okay, so working on being consistent though. Number one, what we want to do is first and foremost, get into some sort of routine, get into some sort of schedule that is going to realistically fit your lifestyle, who you as a person, and your goals. Once you're able to do this, so that means, getting into a proper schedule. So, okay, after work, I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk. Okay, so I'm going to meal prep every single Sunday and I'm going to meal prep every single Wednesday, and sticking to that, writing that schedule down. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is realistically going to work with my lifestyle. This is not going to add too many constraints to my life or stress. I just got to knock this down. Okay, so write down a schedule, write down exactly, the things you got to do to hit that goal long term. Okay, so either it's meal prepping, either it's joining the gym 2 times a week or 3 times a week, either if it's walking every morning before work, whatever it may be. I do recommend that if you're doing this on your own, you start out small. Okay, because the last thing you want to do is burn yourself out. Okay, a lot of time, that's another reason why people struggle to succeed at their weight loss, is because they go too hard at first and then they fall off in the end because they get burnt out. Okay, so get that schedule set in place. Okay, once that schedule is set in stone and you have that proper structure, now you want to make sure you have those extra little key things that are going to help you succeed, which is like reminders. So for me, I have timers that go off every single time I'm supposed to eat. Okay, whenever I change up my schedule, I have timers that tell me when I end work, when I should go to the gym, whatever it may be. So that way I don't really have to think too much about it. I don't forget about it. It just comes on, happens, and I just go and do it and I stick with it. Okay, so set yourself up for success in the best way possible. Next is that you want to make sure that you have a defined goal, and you want to make sure that you are taking this goal very, very, very serious. Okay, you want to make sure that there is no objections about it. Just, this is the goal I want to achieve. There's a plan A and there's no such thing as a plan B. I just have to achieve this goal no matter what. You want to make sure you go all in on your goals. Okay, you have to take your goals serious, because nobody else will take you serious. Nobody else will take your goals serious. And if you don't take your goals serious, so you have to take your goals serious, and then you will see the people around you, if they're holding you back previously from your goals, if anything, they're going to start to contribute, because they're going to see how serious you are and it's going to rub off on them. Okay, so take your goals unbelievably seriously. Next, what you want to do next is you want to make sure that everything else in your life is aligned as well. So that means like getting the proper energy to do this. What I mean by that is like sleeping properly. Okay, you got to get your sleep, because if you don't sleep enough, it's going to ruin everything. It's going to affect your motivation. It's going to affect your energy levels. It's going to make you not want to do anything, etc. So you want to make sure you're getting your proper sleep in, also fueling your body properly, and your mental side of things is stable, because at first you're going to have to deal with mental constraints. Okay, you're going to have to deal with your emotions popping into place. And when your emotions come to play, it's so hard, because on one side of your shoulder, your bad side is telling you, hey, Jen, quit. Okay, just quit. Okay, let's not do this anymore. Let's just go hang on the couch. Okay, you had a long day at work. Let's just relax today. We'll hit the gym tomorrow. On the other side, it's like, we got to stick to our goals. We have to stick to this routine. We got to get it done. Oh gosh, I'm scared that if I don't do this, then I'm going to fail. So go do it. And these emotions will play back and forth. And we can't necessarily decide our emotions all the time. Sometimes they come and go and up and down. So we have to rely on just a schedule, set a goal, a path in stone. And even when your emotions come into play, understand that it doesn't matter how you feel, think, or whatever it may be, because all it matters is getting to that goal. Okay, so that is going to take time to build. Okay, that is going to take a lot of time to build. So this is why in the beginning phases, you want to set yourself up as much as possible for success by trying to eliminate any stressors in your life, trying to get rid of any problems that may come into play, because they're going to cause some walls that you're going to have to try and break through on your path. Okay, so I will touch on motions here very, very soon. So once you have the performance down low, once you have that proper goal in mind, then you want to start setting smaller goals to achieve, okay? Because you want to build momentum on this. A lot of time too is that you will start your journey, okay? And let's say if you don't, if you're not going too hard and things are going really well, but then you're not hitting your goals because your goals are so far out. It's like, okay, I want to lose 25 pounds. So it might take you 4 or 5 months, or just depending on the person. Let's say it takes you 4 months to achieve it. It's like in that third month, you might lose all motivation. You might lose all that desire because you're not hitting that goal yet. And it's 3 months into it. So it's like, oh, well, if it's been 3 months and I haven't hit my goal, then I'm probably not going to hit my goal in 4 months. And then it just holds you back, sets you back. So set small goals, okay? Week 1, all right, I'm going to work out 3 times. Boom, hit that goal. Awesome. Okay, this week I'm going to lose 1 pound. Awesome. Okay, this week I'm going to lose 1.5 pounds. Awesome. Keep working yourself up, okay? Keep working yourself up, building that momentum, because eventually, like I said, you're not going to have to rely on motivation. So yes, at first, motivation can give you that kickstarter, but you got to understand that, and this ties into the emotions again, that it won't always be there for you. And that's why you want to build a lifestyle out of your goals. Okay, this healthy CH lifestyle approach, that's exactly what you want to do if you want to make sure you make a permanent change, because motivation and that desire and stuff, it might not always be there, but habits are. Okay, habits are set in stone, very hard to break. Once you have them, you're set. Now you got to the point where you have the structure. Okay, you have the goal in mind. You're building that momentum by hitting smaller goals. You're setting yourself up for success, and you're making sure your performance is properly set in stone. So like you're getting your sleep, etc. Now, all you have to do is just keep building your willpower. Okay, push yourself to do hard things that you can accomplish to build your confidence. Okay, push yourself to stick with it as much as possible, because eventually you build more willpower, and the more willpower you have, the easier it gets to say no to things that are not good for you. So keep practicing saying no to the things that do not help you. If you mess up one day, get right back on track the next day. Don't think about the past week. Okay, don't think about the past day and feel guilty upon it, because it's just going to crumble you down. It's going to hold you back. So instead of thinking about it, instead of feeling guilty, get right back on track and keep focusing on the end goal. You always want to have the end goal in mind. You don't want to have any doubts in your mind. You don't want to have to be thinking about anything that could set you back in any way possible. You just want to be focusing on the end goal. Okay? Now, eventually, there's going to come a time where you finally build the habits in place. And that is ultimately the end goal. Okay, because once you can set your habits in stone, it's like your body works automatic now. It's automatically going to get you closer to that goal no matter what, because that is just going to be who you are as a person. The way I like to put this is that your previous habits have caused you to become the character you are today. So if that means overeating, if that means eating that extra cookie after supper every single day, that means coming home after work and just watching TV and doing no activity at all, or just, instead of doing walking or biking on the weekends, just driving around or sitting around. Those habits, that lifestyle has created the body you're in right now. If you want to create a new body, if you want to live in your dream body, if you want to feel amazing in your skin, then you have to become the character that aligns with who you want to be. Okay, and the only way to do that is by changing your habits, okay, and by aligning that lifestyle with that end goal. Okay? That is exactly how you do it. So you just have to stick with that process, and I promise you, if you just trust that process, if you believe in that process, believe in yourself by pushing yourself and doing little things to progress and to build your confidence, eventually you're going to become unstoppable, and nobody can hold you back from your goals, because you're going to be so confident in yourself. You're going to believe in yourself so much. You're going to have a bag of accomplishments on your back that you've already done. And you're going to understand that this process works. Once you get to that point, you are unstoppable, because you know that whatever you set your mind to now, you're going to achieve if you just stay consistent at it long enough, because you align your habits with those goals. Okay, that is the training for today, everybody. This can work on anybody who works 40-hour plus weeks, whatever it may be. Time is not an issue with this. Nothing else is an issue except for ourselves. We are the people who hold ourselves back from our goals. It's because we don't understand the true power that we have, or we don't believe in ourselves, or we're held back by fear. Okay, whatever's holding you back, crush it today, start today, so you can feel better tomorrow. I promise you, it is the best thing you will ever do for yourself, by taking care of yourself and making sure that you feel amazing in your body. All right. So if you want help with that, if you're still struggling to do this, if you've been struggling for over like 3 months now, then I want you to click that link below right there, and you can book your one-to-one consultation appointment to see how we can help you make a permanent transformation once and for all with your weight loss. But if you're just beginning, okay, try it for 3 months if you want. If you want help, you can, but try it for 3 months and see how it goes. If you're still struggling then don't waste any more time, because this will more likely be a struggle for the next 10, 20 plus years. So other than that though, if you got some value off this video, y'all, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And if you have a friend who needs that kind of help with consistency where it may be, share it to them as well. And I'll see you all on the next training.